Alright, welcome back to Up, the level 10 Journeyman save, where we've started off unemployed and we've taken the job here at Malvern Town. I start with this screen here to show you that things have been going pretty well, as I'm hoping you already know. Going by the last episodes, we are top of our league. We've played 11, we've won all 11 of those games. We've also made progress in the we've been drawn our first game in the Hellenic League Cup. We're going to play Risborough Rangers in that. We've also made progress in the build-based FA Vase, and we're going to play against Baldock Town. I'm going to bring you the results from a few games, and then we're going to play a live game together at the end of today's episode. One thing that I do want to just point out is, yes, I know I've accidentally put the wrong skin on here, and I know that this is now very purple. As I did mention then, results have been very positive recently. We won nearly all of our games, and it culminated in a 2-0 win against East Preston in the last game of the last episode. We made our way through to the third round of the FA Vase with this win, and I knew it must be a pretty good performance because even the striker that had been crying about not being able to play any games and had been frankly quite terrible was scoring goals like this where he's dinking it over the keeper. Nice goal, Pal Davis. Nice goal. You're still rubbish. So in today's episode, we're going to look at the results against Wellington in the league. We then play Risborough Rangers in the Hellenic League Cup. That's the cup for the two Hellenic leagues. There's an East League and a West League. I think that's all. So there's a cup with all of those teams. We play the first round against Risborough. Then we play Morton, Thornbury and Lads Club in the league before a game against Baldock Town, the third round of that FA Vase. Today's live game is going to be Clanfield, where we're going to play them away from home in the league. Before we get started on those results, I just wanted to talk about this news item that popped up in my inbox. Tony Pulis has got himself a new little job at Cardiff, so well done, Tony. It just reminded me that I'm doing no cam on this series, and I'm feeling quite relieved when I saw his face, because it means you can't make me wear the Pulis cap. I'm quite happy about that. In other news, I did bestow a face upon Malik Onwugbonu. I felt like he deserved it. I looked high and wide. I feel like that's not the right saying for this. I looked far and wide. I think that's probably better for Malik's real face. I couldn't find his Twitter and stalk him, as I have managed to do with some other players, and so I had to just choose a face that I felt was somewhat appropriate. If anyone knows Malik Onwugbonu and would like to take a photo of his face and send it to me, please do. For now, Malik's going to look like this. Oh, and this also caught my eye. I saw Tiger, now I understand. Anyway, let's get into the results. We kicked things off with a 5-1 win away at Wellington. Wellington were actually second in the league when we went and did this to them. Christian Owusu scored a hat-trick, and it was this goal that clinched the third for him. Before we left it really late to beat Risborough Rangers in the Hellenic Cup game, we came from 1-0 down to win 3-1 in the end, and it was this Ed Dryden goal. He played really well in this game that clinched it for us just about. Not our best performance, and we had to rely on some late goals in this one. Winning ways continued in the league with a 1-0 win over Morton Rangers. It was actually a really early penalty from the old man of the team, Glenn Southam, that got us all 3 points here. Before an ever so slightly more comfortable win over Thornbury at home. This time it was 2-0. It was Christian Owusu who got the best goal of the game as he put away this move at the end. We drew Holyport in the next round of the Hellenic Cup. I don't know who they are either, but we proceeded to smash them 4-0, and it was a return to form for Cale Price. He hadn't really been amongst the goals, but he returned with a vengeance here as he popped away a hat-trick. And so the final results that I'm going to bring you are these. And I say these because we had a tie against Baldock Town in the third round of the FA Vase. Now, this is a competition that we're taking pretty seriously this year. It's basically our only way of getting any kind of income, and obviously our finances are really struggling at the moment, so I'm really hoping we can continue our run in the cup. And in the third round then we played Baldock. We only managed a 0-0 draw at home to them, and therefore we were taken to a replay. We were the favourite team, we should have been winning. The replay on their patch turned out to be a complete, I don't even know how to describe it. What a game. And so we didn't start well and fell behind in the 13th minute. Their striker, Turbiki, I'm going to call him, scored a header. Half an hour in, he netted himself a second and we were 2-0 down. It was a little bit panic stations at this stage, and it took us until the 53rd minute to open our scoring. It was Owusu with the header, a nice header, 2-1, and I was thinking, let's go and attack. That didn't happen. We actually conceded again right afterwards to make it 3-1 to Baldock Town. There's Mason scoring that header. And then I think, right, let's go and get some goals. No, it still wasn't to be. Mason with the ball over the top. There's that striker, Turbiki again. Pops it in the back of the net. We're 4-1 down before the hour mark. 4-1. We had half an hour to rescue it, and that's what we set out to do. 68 minutes in, Owusu makes it 4-2. And we're thinking, all right, here we go. We can do it from here. I made some changes. We stuck basically everyone up front. It took until the 86th minute to even make it 4-3. Owusu, I mean, what a header that is. He smashes a header in from the edge of the box. We need one more, and it came with the man I completely slated at the start of this episode. Powell Davis powers it past the keeper, 92nd minute, and then all that was left to be done was for Glenn Southam to score the winning penalty and take us through to the 4th round. I can't quite believe we managed to make it through, but we've made it through. Right, so you know that I said that ridiculous game where we came back and won on penalties was going to be the last result that I brought you. I've actually played one more game. Now, it was going to be the live com, and in fact, I did do a live com, but, you know, I had it on mute, so it's all good. So, I'm going to do this game here against Hereford Lads Club. We meet them again. It's our very first competitive game, wasn't it, against Lads Club? So, I mean, it's kind of apt that today's live com is going to be against them again. We did play one more game then. This is the game that I forgot to turn the mic on for. We did get ourselves a 2-1 win. Only just. It was Glenn Southam with a penalty in the 75th minute that won us it. Let's have a look at Glenn Southam's penalty. I mean, you can probably... It's a penalty. It wasn't too interesting. But yes, he popped this one into the back of the net after they'd equalised, actually, in the 71st minute. And we did get ourselves the 3 points. So today's game is going to be against Hereford Lads Club. And before we do get into that game, there's a few things that I do just want to update you on. The first is that we are still getting loads of bids for Aaron Griffiths. This happens a lot, and usually he rejects them and stays at the club. Melton are the latest team to inquire about him. Well, actually make an act. They've offered him a contract. He usually does stay. I have, though, also... let me show you who I've released. I've released one more player, and that has been Jacob Smith. He's gone. He's actually on trial with Littlehampton at the moment. He just wasn't really cutting it for me, and I wanted to free up some of his wages. And what we've done is I've offered some trials to some people, and we've brought in one of them. I was very close to bringing in this guy, Habib Makanjuola. I've gone for his pronunciation of his name there. That might have been wrong. But he looks so good for this level. Since his release from Leicester, he's been without a club, and we almost got him in. He was on trial for a long time. I offered him a contract. He accepted the contract, and then he didn't get a work permit. He would have been great for us. Really, really impressive. We did bring in, though, this guy here, Abaro Odabor. Now, I think he's going to perform a very good backup centre-back for us. And a backup centre-back that we're actually going to need because Tom Leggett, who is usually our third place centre-back, backup centre-back anyway, third choice, that's probably better. He's been playing a lot of games, and I don't think he's necessarily good enough. So I wanted to bring in a different centre-back, which is this guy, Edebor. Cameron Day's been playing a lot at right back, so we needed that other centre-back option. So we brought in him. I've also been trying to bring in this guy here. Now, if we manage to get George Wilson in, I would be absolutely over the moon. However, I don't think it's going to happen. It's a real shame. I tried to sign him. He wanted just too much. He is on trial at the club at the moment. So, and he will be for another couple of weeks. So we will keep trying. But look at him. He looks way above and beyond our level. He would be our general in midfield. However, I don't think it's going to be quite possible. But anyway, this is going to be our team for today then. I'm going to bring in Ethan Hodby back on the right-hand side. Campagna played quite well in the last game. But Ethan Hodby is a lot better. So we're going to play him. I'm going to put Campagna on the bench though. He's our only real midfield option that can play. So I'm going to put him on the bench, and I think this is going to be the team. So let's get ourselves into this game now then. There's their side. I think Mustafa Al did actually score against us, didn't he, in that game? That's our side, that's theirs. And let's get into it. Let's let the assistant do it. I'm expecting a win here today. We beat them away from home. We should definitely be beating them at home, really. So yeah, let's get ourselves underway. This is awful football in awful conditions, actually. Look at the rain. Here's Ethan Hodby winning the ball back, though. He's got Owusu now on his left, through on goal. And the keeper saved, but oh, Price. He took a touch then when surely he could have tried to get an effort at goal. It was almost an open goal. He couldn't quite get his shot away, though. And instead, we've got a free kick on the right. Right, Griffiths down the right-hand side, swings it in, and it's a header from Owusu. He's hit the bar there. Oh, that's a naughty tackle actually there by Mustafa Al. I mean, he scored against us last time. He's going to get sent off this time around. So, Lads Club down to 10 men. And over an hour to go in the game. This should suit us pretty well now. I'm actually a bit surprised that we've not been able to create more chances so far. We have been leaving it late though. It's fine winning late, but it would be nice to be a bit more comfortable. Let's tell them then. Let's get the assistant to do the half-time team talk, and let's go straight out and try and score. Here's Griffiths, and that's a penalty. I'm not sure what. There's a foul in there. I think it was Howitson with the foul, and Glenn Southam, the old man of the team, the old man who is aging, I have to say it, has a penalty and he pops it into the back of the net. 2-2 for him. I think that's his 8th goal of the season. It is, as it's confirmed at the top there. 8 goals for the old man now. A lot of them are penalties, but he's very, very assured from the spot. Pops this one in as well, and we do have the lead then, right at the start of the second half. Right, an hour gone. Here's a Griffiths free kick. It's going to be another penalty, isn't it? Very, very similar to how we've got ourselves the first goal. A foul after a Griffiths cross. Southam scored the first penalty. What can he do from the second one? He can score again. Of course he can. He says, have a bit of that, Gaffer. I'm not too old. I mean, Glenn, you are, but it's fine. Keep scoring, lad. Pops this one in the bottom right-hand corner. Goes the other way. Keeper still can't get anywhere near it. Goes the wrong way. We're 2-0 up, and it's 2 Glenn Southam goals. Both from the spot. 9 for the season now. And now we have a free kick on the edge. Is it going to be a Griffiths free kick? Yeah, probably. Here he comes. Oh, he's absolutely whipped it into the corner. What a finish that is. Aaron Griffiths, he's got 4 for the season now. And I'm going to wager that most of them have actually been free kicks as well. We're gonna get ourselves 3 points here. I don't think that's really up for debate right now, is it? Lovely, lovely free kick, Aaron. Right, a bit more football. We're gonna get ourselves a 4th here, perhaps. Here's Timmy Raheem. Loads of space out wide for Griffiths. He loves to cross it from these sort of areas. He this time goes back to Onward Bonu though, who finds Glenn Southam. Glenn Southam, by the way, he's doing back heels. He's in the prime of his life. He's trying to show me there. He's also on a hat trick here. Here's Timmy Raheem though down the left. Griffiths. There's the ball in. There's Hodby with the header. Keeper kind of fluffs at it, and it is 4-0. 7 goals for the season for Ethan Hodby. Another assist for Aaron Griffiths as well. Nice football. Raheem gets to the byline. He just plays this one back to Griffiths. Griffiths takes a touch, swings it in. I'm not really sure what the keeper's up to here. Ethan Hodby's not tall either, and he's scoring headers. Yeah, the keeper's just flapped it into the back of the net. Let's make ourselves our first change. I'm going to put Travis Leggett at right back. He can't really play there, but he's going to play there. And I'm also going to bring on Powell Davis for Owusu. And then this should be the final moments of the game. There it is. It's a 4-0 win. Very comfortable, especially comfortable since their red cards. We've made it 16 wins on the bounce. I mean, you really do love to see that. 16 wins. I've messed up the team talk. Well, actually, I didn't. The assistant did. It wasn't my fault. 16 wins from 16. Now, that is beautiful, beautiful stuff. And we continue to impress in this league. We are now exactly halfway through the league season, by the way. Here are the fixtures for the rest of it. We've got that Build Base FA Vase 4th round to look forward to. We're playing Leicester Road. We'll probably come back for that, I'm going to say, as our next episode. We will see, though. But yeah, things are going very, very well. One thing that I did just think of, actually, is a little shout-out to Kale Price, who's managed to get himself into the favoured personnel, the only player that is in any of those. We've got no icons or legends, not yet, but well done Kale Price, you are a favoured personnel. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for today. Slightly longer episode because lots of different reasons really, mainly because one of the games that we didn't do a live com for was a 4-4 classic, but also then I didn't, I recorded a game and it was on mute. Slightly longer episode, I hope you don't mind it being slightly longer. But yeah, I'll leave it there for today. Please make sure you like and subscribe and turn the bell on for notifications. Also, leave me some comments. Who's your favourite player of the save so far? I know that Kale Price is now our favoured personnel at the club, but is there a player that's stuck out for you? Is it Onward Bonu or Aaron Griffiths has made lots of assists actually? But yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I will be back very soon with another episode. See you later, guys. Peace. Bye.